Hey guys, I wanted to start today's episode by getting the record straight. What is the difference between an AirPod clone versus imitator? I think a clone is a carbon copy of an AirPod, including all the inherent flaws in it, which includes poor battery life, mediocre sound, no water resistance, and so on. Now, an imitator takes the blueprint and runs with it however much that they want. And so granted, on the market, there are really horrible ones and really good ones. But today in the studio, we have these guys, the Soundcore Liberty Air 2s. And it's one of the better, if not the best, imitators that I've tested so far. It's actually really close to one of my favorite earbuds, also from Anker, the Liberty 2 Pros. Why do I love them so much? Let's talk about these after the messages. Let's do it. This is the Soundcore Liberty Air 2, guys. It runs $99 and is available in black and white with a little bit of red accents, which we'll see in a second. As we mentioned before, it is an AirPod inspired design and style. Now, let's take a closer look at the case first. So check out this case, guys. Look how compact and small and thin and svelte this thing is. It is super palmable, as you can see. It weighs only 54 grams, which is nice and perfect for your pockets or your backpack. It's like it's not even there. It's also made of matte plastic, so it's nice and grippy, available in black and white, as we mentioned before. Nice rounded corners, pretty well put together. There are a couple of areas where it's skimped. And up front here, there is a finger indent where you can rest your finger to pop the lid open. Nice little touch. And as you can see, it was the LED charge light right here for the case, which is also activatable. You can check it by pressing this button. And this same button also acts as a reset button to repair your device with another of your, devices. This is a USB-C charging port, nice to see. And for $99, this also has wireless charging. Pretty darn awesome. Up top here is the only thing that throws off the whole design, I feel, is this huge Soundcore logo, which seems really incongruent with the rest of the minimalistic design. Now, out back here is a hinge, which seems pretty, standard fare, but I think it's one of the weakest part of the whole case, which we'll see in a second. Now, popping the lid open, you see that I've removed one of the earbuds so that you can better see the cavity on the inside. And yes, that is glossy plastic, guys. That's going to attract fingerprints and dust like to no end. Not a fan of that. Now, if I remove the earbud itself, I'm not sure if you can see this. That little circular disc right there, that circular indentation, that's the magnet that holds the earbuds in place. But that's about it. The charging pins are down below that match with the earbuds themselves. Yes, the weakest part of this whole ensemble is the hinge to this thing. Let me show you how easy it is. It flops back. It doesn't stay open very well. I'm not sure if this is just a manufacturing defect and I got a lemon or something, but it just doesn't hold itself open very well. So downside to that. Now, that being said, let's do the shake test where I put my earbuds back in and see how well the magnets hold the earbuds in place if I vigorously shake them. Now, I'm going to try to keep the lid open and do this. Sorry about the camera shake. And it stays in place. It wobbles a little bit, but it passed the test. Woohoo! Now, let's take a closer look at the earbuds themselves. And as I'm holding this, guys, I'm impressed by how light this thing is. 5 grams a piece. It's like a feather. And they managed to fit a lot of features into this little device, including Bluetooth 5.0, aptX support, which you don't normally see nowadays on even higher end stuff, IPX5 water resistance, and proximity sensing. When you take this off your ear, it will stop. It has touch controls here on the side, not on the stem though, which really the stem is your antenna. And it has a 6mm diamond coated driver on each side, which really produces good sound, but we'll talk about that later. It's just a really nice design, very clean, very simple, and really well put together, even though it's a little bit plasticky. Over on the side here, you see the Soundcore logo resting on a matte gray surface that contrasts the black body really well, and the white one is equally attractive. Both of them share this little orange accent, which is a nice little design touch. And you're probably seeing the LED flashing from time to time. It is not bright at night, which is nice. It also shares the same port as the first microphone and then the second one down below. They both have CVC, which is noise cancellation during phone calls. And out back is more glossy plastics, but I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm going to try to point it in a specific way. There's a little window here for the proximity sensor, so it is there. Otherwise, this thing is really well put together, really light and very simple. Now, onto the earbuds, and typical Soundcore fashion, they offer you plenty of options to find the perfect fitting because in the box you'll find 5 different sizes. Yeah, 5, which is not bad for $99. And my favorite thing about their ear tips is also the plastic inserts in them, which makes it really easy for you to pop on and off ear tips really quickly. It's very nice and convenient. Now, on the inside, you've probably seen this in a glimpse here and there, is this attractive driver grille. It's really, really nice. It makes it feel high-end. Now, on the inside, as I mentioned before, it is a diamond tip driver. 6 millimeters sits in here. It has a frequency range of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, which is pretty impressive. And later, we'll talk about the sound quality and how well it fares. Pairing these guys are super easy. You can do it independently with your phone or whatever device. I wouldn't recommend it with your laptop or PC because the latency for gaming and video, it's just going to be ridiculous. But you can do it with your device separately and also with the Soundcore app, which I would recommend getting because then you get to tune these things. Yes, you get to tune them. Now, I won't go into the app into detail because I talked about it quite a lot in the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro video, so check that one out. I'll pop up the link in a bit. Another nice feature is these guys can be used independently of each other. Either left or right is fine. Some other earbuds are pretty particular about which side you're using, but you can choose left or right and just share this with another person, which is totally nice to have. Alright guys, it's Bluetooth test time. It's a sunny day here in Maine, and I have my tunes playing already on Deezer on my Pixel, and I'm gonna put it at the end of my deck like I normally do, and let's see when these things cut out. Now the Air 2s have Bluetooth 5.0, so they should theoretically cut out around the 30 to 33 feet mark. Right there is the phone, by the way, and as we run around the house, usually we start getting cutouts. On all the earbuds I've tested, most of them, they start cutting out here, and sure enough, I'm already starting to get a slight disconnect, and here it's really, disconnecting really bad. So yes, the Air 2s meet the standards of Bluetooth 5.0, 33 feet. Alright guys, it's the phone call microphone test time. Now this is an approximate test, it's not science, but I'm going to switch between the camera and the earbuds quite often, and you'll see how well the noise cancellation on the earbuds work. As you can probably hear, the bass is not super hot. The noise cancellation is doing its job, but at the expense of bass quality. So as some of these cars, it's a pretty quiet day, but as this car passes by, I hope you can hear this one. You can hear that there is quite good noise cancellation from the earbuds, but my bass is not super hot. So it works as expected. It's good and clear for phone quality, so you can rely on it and be dependable, but it's not the best I've heard so far. But, for $99, it's not bad at all. So guys, I'm trying to get 5,000 subs for this channel, and only you can get me there. This helps me get you more content like this to watch if you enjoy stuff like this. So please click the subscribe button down below and turn on that bell notification to get things going. Thank you in advance for your help. On with the program. One of my favorite things about the Air 2s is how light and portable they are. Regardless of whether you're working from home or jogging or out in the forest chasing squirrels, these things stay on your ears like there's nothing there. I can wear these for hours on end and it feels like I'm wearing cotton balls. Yes, cotton balls. And in terms of the case, this thing is like, I don't know, an amalgamation between the case for the AirPods and Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. They are really small and portable. I really appreciate it. In fact, let's cut to the Bulge Test to see how well they fit in my pocket or pants, and TLDR, they pass with flying colors. They're really that good. I'm equally impressed with the sound quality of these things, where the bass is nice and controlled and tight, really good for working out, and the highs are very happy to be there without being too bright, nice and controlled all the way up. Now the only place where it misses is, say, the mid-range, where the leads and the vocals maybe are a little bit recessed, they feel a little bit backwards, but you can always tune that out a little bit with the app, which is nice. Now, that being said, every time I criticize these things, I have to remember it is only one single driver, 6 millimeters in diameter, controlling all of that goodness. How does it do that? It's pretty impressive. So I chalk it up to a couple of things. The diamond coating, maybe, and the tuning from Soundcore, which those guys have been on a ball lately. I'm really impressed with what they do, especially in the Liberty series. So kudos to them for that. And speaking of tuning, and I'm not talking about that generous 8-band EQ available in the app, that's amazing in its own right. I'm talking about Hear ID, which is basically a hearing test that bumps up frequencies that you thought you'd never hear again. It's a really cool feature that Soundcore has, and I wish other makers would do too. It's really awesome and it works. Of course, there are a few things I do not like about the Air 2s, and the first offender is the touch controls. And if you watch my channel long enough, you know how much I hate that technology. It needs to die or has to have a huge revision at some point. But in the Soundcore, it is one of the worst offenders of all. There's only 2 modes of controls, double tap and a hold. There's no single or triple, for crying out loud. And so customization is limited. It's just ridiculous. I wish they had physical buttons or something. So in this case, it's a big, huge fail. One feature that I've really appreciated as I've tested headphones and earbuds is audio cues. So when you press a button, it tells you with either a voice or a tone that is activated. Now with the Air 2s, there is none. Aside from when powering up and pairing, there's no audio cues whatsoever when you're changing volume or changing track or anything like that. Nothing happens. You don't know whether you've pressed the button right or not. So I don't like that. So here are my final thoughts of the Liberty Air 2, guys. For $99, and often less than that because they frequently go on discounts, you'll find a really competent pair of earbuds that sound amazing, has long battery life up to 7 hours. It has IPX5 water resistance so you can work out with it with confidence. It's light and portable. It has app tunability in the form of Hear ID and an 8-band EQ, which is really hard to find nowadays in a $99 pair of anything. And also, if you're cash strapped in any way in the future, you can always break these open and scrape off the diamonds and recoup your losses. So these are an amazing pair of earbuds, so I give them a thumbs up, a wholehearted thumbs up for being an awesome AirPod imitator. One of the best ones out there. If you don't mind not having ANC and maybe a little bit of fiddly controls, these guys are the pair to own. They're super amazing. I love the sound profile on these guys and just how light and flexible they are in all forms. If you're working from home or working out or whatever it is, these guys are something to consider. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back next Friday when I release a new video. Now, if you haven't heard already, I am trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. And it's still a little bit of a ways off, but you can help me get there by clicking the subscribe button down below and mashing that button and killing it. And tell your friends and family about it. Just spread the word. And thank you in advance for your help. And remember to thumbs up if you like this video too, yeah? And comment down below. And thumbs down. Thumbs down to rhubarb. Yes, I'm talking to you, rhubarb. Any supposed food ingredient that requires you to add 15 tons of sugar to the recipe, like rhubarb pie and rhubarb ice cream and rhubarb casserole, is not really a culinary ingredient. Yes, simple as that. Because I have some rhubarb growing wildly in my garden right now, and I've been doing some research, and yeah, I think I'll stick with my lettuce. So that's all I got. Anyways, guys, thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you next week again. Remember to do something kind for somebody. The world needs our help more than ever, so show some kindness out there in the world, or remember to wear your mask and wash your hands, though. Until next time, peace out, guys. Whoosh.